Good morning, students. I hope you all have watched previous video with attention. Though I found two or three students, they have me sent mail and they have asked the formats. They have asked so that I can once again discuss the format of email and notice. So I would request you, those three students, once again to rewatch the video. Okay, though I will be a little bit I will discuss today, because on the same topic I am not going to means another day also will be devoted to that particular thing. Instead of that, I will be highlighting once again, but you need to rewatch the video again. Okay, I got from two students, so maybe you have missed something, so please rewatch the video, and once again if you do not understand, please write it to me. I will try to make you understand in a different way. So today once again I will be just summing it up. So we have email and notice both for 5 marks. Okay, email also 5 and notice also 5. So in email part, first you need to put a critical or a creative, not critical, a creative title at the very beginning. Okay, at the top you will provide a creative title, and the creative title should be within a few words, and you, if punctuation required, you will punctuate. Okay, then you will write event name. Event name should be exact the same as it is mentioned in the question paper. Then you will put date, and date should be the day when you are writing, it should be after 10 to 15 days from that particular day. Okay, so then you will, after that you will put time. So time should be properly, AM and PM should be written in a proper way. Okay, all the guidelines and rules are clear, it is clearly written over there. So once again you please rewatch the video. Then you will put time. After that you will put venue. Venue means the place where the incident is going to take place, and it should contain smaller to bigger place. Suppose in your school Vidyasagar, in our school Vidyasagar Shishu Niketan, we have suppose we have a hall, an auditorium hall, and the name of the auditorium hall may be Vidyasagar Hall or Abdul Kalam or Kalam Hall. As we have a house on that particular name, so let us have only Vidyasagar Hall. So at Vidyasagar Hall in Vidyasagar Shishu Niketan, and then just from the next line you have to start your notice, and that means that only one sentence. Now one sentence may take place into 2-3 lines, but it should not be more than one sentence. So this is the format of notice. And in case of email, you need to put a plausible email ID at the very beginning. Plausible email ID means you must be sending the email either to a coach or to a principal of a different school, or to the superintendent of police, or anyone, whoever it be, but it must be an official person, so it must be having a designation. So when you will put that designation in the, somehow you will hint at the designation, then it will be considered as plausible email ID. Suppose you are sending an mail to a principal of a neighboring school, so you will write principal dot whatever it can be, suppose Bluebell School, principal.bluebellschool@gmail.com, or if you just want to write to anyone, so principal.dav@gmail.com. so in this way, I hope you all understood. Then you will write subject. Okay, and the subject portion you will have to add either invitation or requesting such words, and you will get the subject in your question paper only. Then comes salutation. Salutation as per formal letter, and then again the entire formal letter format will be followed. Okay, the opening sentence must be a direct pointer. Then in the body part you will explain whatever you could not explain in your notice, as the target audience of the notice is, means the audience is within, they are limited within the premises. But the person whom you are sending email, the person doesn't know anything about the event, so he or she needs to know it in a detailed way. So in the body part you will explain everything. Then again, concluding line should be a direct pointer to the topic, and then thanking you, comma, yours faithfully, comma, then your full name, and put a full stop. Now designation you can put, you cannot put, no separate marks allotted for that particular thing. So as we do not get marks, so you can avoid. So this is the format of both notice and email. I hope now you all have understood. Again, if you do not get it properly, don't hesitate to write me again. I will try in a different way in the next week. Now today we will again start with the grammar part, and we were learning prepositions, and we had completed preposition of place and time. Today we will complete the other two, prepositions of direction and prepositions of cause or purpose. Now prepositions of direction, the very word direction says that it deals with movement or direction. That means it indicates direction. Okay, so such example of such prepositions are to, at, towards, through, into, over, under, up, down, above, etc. So these are the, means they, all these words, they deal with direction. Okay, it deals with direction, and there must be a place that will be hinted also. Okay, so let us look at the screen on the examples. Before the competition, Jatin swam across the river. Okay, across the river. So across the river, obviously it shows direction, it hints, it indicates direction. He climbed up a tree. He climbed up. Up says upward, so obviously direction. To get over the wall. So over the wall, once again direction, over, and into the orchard. Into the orchard. So again these three words, up, over and into, they all indicate direction. So they are considered as prepositions of direction. Number 3, for example, you must watch it. When Archimedes discovered the law of vacancy, he ran through the streets shouting Eureka. He ran through the streets. So through, this very word is obviously indicating direction. Number 4, a flying saucer just flew over that building. Flew over that building. So over, obviously it deals with direction. Okay, so it indicates direction. I hope you all have understood preposition of direction. The very word only says it indicates everything. You all know this, so I think you all know this. So this much explanation is enough. Now preposition of cause and purpose. Preposition of cause and purpose means certain prepositions are there, and they, when they will be used, or when we will be using them, they will certainly indicate some cause or purpose or reason behind using them. Okay, like we need to start preparations for sports day. So we need to start preparations for sports day. So sports day is the purpose or reason behind our we start our preparation. So the very word for indicates or reveals the purpose. So this is preposition of cause or purpose. Number 2, he won't succeed with hard work only. Means luck is also required over here. So the very word with, it again indicates purpose and indicates cause as well. Number 3, I need money for the rent. So again the very word for indicates reason or purpose or cause. Then number 4, he could not take the exam on account of illness. Okay, as he was ill, so he could not take exam. So same sentence is said in a different way, and on account of this particular group of words, they indicate a cause of they indicate cause as well as purpose, and obviously they will be considered as preposition of cause and purpose. I hope you all have understood. Now we will find some of the words, they are fixed. They are some of the words, and those certain words can be noun, adjective and verb, or verb and noun, and adjective and noun. So this some of this type of words, there is a fixed way to use them. Okay, separately we cannot use. If we use the noun, we need to follow the preposition along with it. So they are fixed, we cannot make them separate. So such type of words are called as combinations, rather such combinations are considered as collocations. Now let us have a look at some words where we find noun plus preposition, like fondness. Fondness is obviously noun, fondness, for. Grasp of, hatred of, hope for. So whenever you are using this word interest, then you must follow the preposition attached with it. That means interest in. So when you are making a sentence, if you use in that way, so you need to use them together. Okay, so sometimes we get confused with this word, which preposition is going to fit. So there are certain fixed words who take only those prepositions, and you need to memorize this particular table. All of you must memorize this particular table. It will be helpful and it's required. Likewise, adjective plus preposition, like afraid. Afraid, if you use the word afraid, you must follow the preposition of. If you use the adjective angry, so a person must be angry at something. Okay. Now aware, if you use the word aware, then you have to use the word of, aware of. Okay, if you use capable, then you must use of along with it. Separately you cannot use capable or any of these words. Okay, you need to use them while making sentence. So whenever you will make sentence with these particular words, or whether these nouns or these adjectives or verbs, you need to follow the preposition attached to it. It's already fixed, no one can change it. Like your name and your surname. Okay, so suppose those who have sent me mail, I can remember their name, so don't take it otherwise. Okay, suppose your name is okay, I'm saying any of the names. Suppose a student is there whose name is Arunima. Okay, and Arunima and her surname is Roy. So can I do Arunima Ghosh? No, it's not possible. Or Arunima Das, it's not possible. So it has to, means Arunima will definitely be having Roy along with it. Likewise, afraid, if you use the word afraid, you must follow of along with it. Likewise, if you write the word apologize, so apologize will definitely carry for along with it. Okay, if you write belong, obviously belong to. If you write find, you have to take out along with it. If you write prepare, you have to take for with it. If you write talk, you have to, if you write or say talk, you have to talk. If you want to talk about something, you have to use about along with, right? So these are the words which are fixed, where prepositions are fixed, and you need to memorize this table. Okay, I am emphasizing on this particular table that you need to learn. Okay, you need to learn it in a nice way. So first, like I am afraid of darkness. Okay, in such type of words, you sentences you can use and you need to follow. Okay, this pen belongs to Rohan. Let's see, belongs to. Okay, like you must apologize for your misbehavior. Okay, let us find out the reason of this particular problem. Or you must be angry at the you must be angry at me. Okay, or you must study for success. Or means I am interested in music. Such type of sentences. Any sentence it can be, but wherever you are using, you must be a respect for elders, like this. So you must be jealous of your friend or cousin or neighbor, whoever. So whatever be the sentence, whenever you are using these words, remember that there is a fixed preposition attached to it. I hope you all have understood it. Now I want each one of you to open your worksheet. Okay, there first you need to read the study material once again, and you need to memorize this table. Okay, all students must be very much honest. Okay, so I believe upon each and I rely upon each and everyone. I believe that you all will definitely listen to my words. So you all will remember, you all will memorize this particular table. Then you will start your work. In your worksheet you will get two tasks. One task I will be discussing here. Another one, it depends. You all are in class 8. I hope students can make at least one single sentence on their own. So I have kept it for you only. So as it's class 8, so everything cannot be served in a spoon. So I will be not discussing that particular thing. Rather, I will be expecting you to send me or to write back to me. So I will not discuss that, because that's only simple a sentence you have to make. So class 8 student can definitely do so. They don't require any ready-made thing for that. So far I believe, and they need not as well. Okay, so now you need to do the read the study material once again first, and you need to learn this table, and then you need to come again to watch the rest part of the video where the answers will be discussed. I hope all of you will listen to my words. So in question 1 A worksheet, in your worksheet you will get in question A that you need to identify prepositions, and you need to write their kind, what kind they are, like prepositions of time, place or direction or cause or purpose. Okay, and you need to name the object of each preposition, and that helps. Object means the object helps you to identify whether it's a preposition of time or preposition of place or preposition of direction or preposition of cause or purpose. So that's why you need to identify object as well. So the first sentence was, we were surprised to see the old man jump over the hedge. See, over the hedge. Hedge is the object that makes us clear that the very word over is obviously preposition of direction. I have just written in a short. I hope you all understand. Now number 2. It was through sheer good luck that we found our way home. So it was through. Through is the preposition here, and sheer good luck that we found our way home. So the very word good luck is a result of something. So this through is obviously cause or purpose. Then number 3. There was no knife, so we cut the cake with a fork. So why did we cut the cake with a fork? Because there was no knife. So obviously this cause effect relation is quite clear, and the preposition is used as here is with. Fork is the object that indicates everything. Now number 4. She hid the knife in the cupboard. So obviously where did she hid the knife? So in is the preposition, cupboard is the place where she has hidden it. So obviously it's preposition of place, in. Number 5. When I peeped into the room, there was nobody there. So peeped into the room. I did not enter into the room. I peeped into the room. So my direction, it's obviously direction, and into is the preposition here. Then number 6. I saw a shy young child amidst the crowd. Amidst means in the midst. So midst is the place. This is the preposition that indicates the crowd, that is means, and the crowd is obviously situated in a place, so it's a preposition of place. Then comes number 7. This is just the thing I was looking for. So for is used at the end of the sentence, but it is preposition, and this is just the thing I was looking for. So I was looking for something, and that was just the thing. So the thing is the object, and for is obviously cause or purpose, preposition of cause or purpose. Then number 8, the show started at 4 p.m. and we were just in time. So obviously in time, it's a preposition of time. Number 9, my teeth chattered from fear as I walked down the dark road. So there must be reason. Reason is quite clear. Fear. So as I walked down the dark road. So obviously from is the preposition, and it is preposition of cause and or purpose. Then number 10, that is the match was cancelled due to bad weather. Again, due to bad weather the match was cancelled. So again cause effect relation we find, and the preposition used here is to, due to. Okay, so this is the discussion for today. And now one more thing, one student has asked me about the question. See children, this situation is a different, though this pandemic situation is a different thing, but as you all are learning your English 1 paper like the same way as ICSE, so you must be mentally prepared that your means this is the question pattern only. In your question now, what type of question it will be, whether we will be having subjective or objective, that is not clear yet. You all will get this, but you need to prepare yourself. That is the most important thing. Okay, so you need to prepare. You all are getting each and every class. Okay, so each week we have 2 classes for language. So one day I will be definitely going with grammar part, and another one writing part. Okay, so today in this week we have gone for email notice, and another one for this grammar. Next week maybe we will be going for composition or comprehension, or then next week again one day we will definitely dedicate to later. As you all have learned all the formats, so it will not be much difficult thing. Along with that, one student has asked me word limitation. I have given response also, but I think the child has not understood. See, whether it be a story writing or an argumentative or a picture composition or a narrative or a descriptive, whatever it be, your word limitation is fixed, and the word limitation is already mentioned several times. So I hope you have not watched the video properly. I can now only say you the answer, but this ready-made answer will not be helpful. I think you will again forget. So it's better to it's better if you re-watch that particular video, the first video on composition, and you will get everything. There is nothing separate, no word limitation is separate for any separate segment. So whatever it be, the word limitation is fixed. I hope now you have understood. Now you need to, as I was talking about, you need to learn composition also, you need to learn letter also, you need to learn email notice also, you need to learn comprehension also, and then comes grammar part. And in grammar part also you need to remember the ICSE pattern. Okay, means the tense, related to tense questions will be there, appropriate word or prepositions will be there. There you will get some do as directed things, or you will get transformations. Everything will be done, only you need to keep patience, and you need to keep patience for the classes and for the practice also. Now I hope those children are answered. Okay, now you need not to think much, you just think whatever I want to think you, right? So whatever is being taught in the class, that only you need to learn now. everything will be sorted. You need not to worry. Remember, children, I cannot meet you all. One-to-one interaction is not possible here. So I am also means in such a situation like you, as I cannot understand your whatever you all are thinking. So you need not to worry. Just have faith, and everything will be all right. I hope you all understood. So this much for today. Keep on doing your work. Thank you. Have a nice day.